Welcome to Reality World. Now we are going to learn about AngularJS 2 setup with ASP.NET MVC and Visual Studio 2015. So there is a different process to set up AngularJS 2 project. So for that we need Node.js installed in our machine. If not installed, please install that from this link. Then we need Visual Studio 2015 installed on our machine. Then any of web browser, Firefox or Edge or Firefox, Chrome, anything, any one web browser installed. So open your Visual Studio as an administrator. So right click on your Visual Studio file, shortcut, select run as administrator. So your Visual Studio will start in administrator mode. Then now we need to add TypeScript support to our Visual Studio 2015. So installing Visual Studio 2015 is very easy. So first of all we need to go to tools, then select extensions and update. So from here so in our Visual Studio file menu, go to tools, then select extensions and updates. So here I can see one window like this, get one window. So these are all the installed templates. So close this and go to online templates. Okay, so it will search all the online available templates for us. So we need TypeScript, right? Search for TypeScript, TypeScript. Yep, TypeScript. It is looking for TypeScript supported. So these are all the versions available for TypeScript. So click on this, take the highest version and click on this download button. Click on this download button. It will open a web browser link. Select Chrome and open that link. So it will download one TypeScript setup file. Install that. Before installing, close all your Visual Studio instances, then install. It is downloading. So after completion of downloading, click on this or open this and click on open. So simply select run. So it will start the setup file. I have already installed TypeScript tools for my Visual Studio 2015, so that it is asking to modify setup because I have already installed. So for you it will ask, it will show you installation setup. Okay, you can install this file and then start your Visual Studio in administrator mode. Start your Visual Studio in administrator mode. Yep. So this is installing TypeScript for Visual Studio 2015. So first step is select online templates, then type your extension name or your package name, TypeScript, then select the highest version from the list, then click on download button. So it will download for you, then install that. So after completion of installing TypeScript, you can see this, actually you can see this installation successfully completed message. So close this installation tool, then start your Visual Studio in administrator mode. Okay, this is mandatory. Start your Visual Studio in administrator mode. So step 2, adding config and package files. So for this, to add these config and package files, first we need to create our project. So click on select new project. So go to Visual Studio, select Visual C Sharp, then here select ASP.NET Web Application template, type whatever the name you liked. AngularJS 2 setup. So click on OK. It will open up ASP.NET templates for us. Select empty template and take this MVC, because we are going to set up AngularJS 2 in ASP.NET MVC application. So select this MVC option, then click on OK. So this is creating web application for us. Yep, our project created successfully, I guess. Yep. So we have our project ready. So as of this second step, we need to add config and package files. So I have already created these files, or you can download these files from AngularJS documentation. So I have listed these files from this link. You can find this OneDrive link in the description part of this video, below this video. So I already opened that link here. This is that link. If you click on that link, you will redirect it to here. So these are all the files we needed to set up AngularJS 2 application. So first of all, let's look at package.json file. So we need to add this file, package.json file. So you can download this file and add to Visual Studio directly. So I want to create new file. I'm copying this content and I want to add a file. I want to add a new item. Where is the JSON file? Yeah, JSON file. Package.json, right? Select JSON template. Give the name as package, P-A-C-K-A-G, package.json. Okay, then click on add. It will add one JSON file for us. Yeah, here it is. Then select all, delete the existing content, paste our new content copied from OneDrive. So this is package.json file. So we added package.json file, this one. remember the name, package.json file. Okay, yep. Then second step, so we added this file package.json. Then Typescript configuration, tsconfig.json. Typescript configuration, yeah. Copy this content, copy, then go to Visual Studio, right click on the project, add a new file. So we got JSON file here in the shortcuts. Select this JSON file. Our file name is tsconfig, right? Yeah, tsconfig.json. Okay, yeah. Select on OK button. Then delete the existing content, paste our content, save it. Okay, we added tsconfig file also. Go to our drive, then so package.json added, tsconfig.json added. Then next, typings.json. So the name is typings, yes, plural. Typings.json. Copy this content. Yeah, go to our Visual Studio. Then again right click, add JSON file. I forgot the name. Typings, yeah. Typings.json. Yeah, press enter. Remove the old content, add the copied content. Yeah. So one more file. Yeah, the last but not least is systemjs.config.js. This is a JavaScript file, not JSON file. System configuration file for AngularJS 2. Select the content and copy and go to Visual Studio. Yeah, right click on this, add new item, select JavaScript file. What is the file name? I forgot. Systemjs.config.js. Systemjs.config.js. Yep. Click OK. Yeah, it's still refreshing. Yeah, done. Paste the content copied from OneDrive. Yeah, now we are ready. So we added required files, configuration and package files. So let's look at the package.json. These are all the packages. Okay, these are all the packages required for AngularJS 2. So we need to install all these packages now. So to install all these packages, we need npm node.js installed on our machine, as we discussed in prerequisites. So we need npm installed on our machine. So this Visual Studio will use that installed npm to install packages. Okay, in the background, this Visual Studio will use that node.js manager installed on our machine. Okay, so to install these packages, select the package.json file, right click on that, then select restore packages. So you can see restore packages, right? See this restore packages. Okay, select on that. So it is running in the background. So if you want to look at that, go to view, select output window. So select the output window, Control Alt O shortcut. See this. So it started installing all the files. So Node.js is a little bit slow. It will take at least 5 minutes of time. So meanwhile, let's look at our let's look at our presentation. So Node.js is working in the background for us. So it will install all the packages listed in the package.json file and typings for TypeScript. Yeah, so this is step 2. This is in progress. Once the installation is completed, you'll see this. You'll see this, or you'll see it depends on the version you installed. If you see this npm command completed with exit code 0, that is successfully installed node modules. If you see this also successfully installed. So other than these two messages, if you see npm command completed with exit code 1, that means installation is failed. So if you see this message npm command completed with exit code 1, so that means npm is failed to install packages or npm node modules packages and typings. So in that case, check for your Visual Studio updates. And please install those updates, and please run your Visual Studio in administrator mode. Okay, so before that you need to check one more thing. Go to tools, then options. You're able to see, yeah, go to tools in the menu, then select options. So you will see this window. See this. So that will open options window. Then the second tab, project and solutions. Okay, project and solutions. Select that and expand that. Yeah, select external web tools. External web tools. Yeah, see this. Here, in your Visual Studio, if this one is listed at last, means, yeah, like this. If you are seeing this at the last, please move that to above on top of vs install directory. So if this is at bottom, Visual Studio will pick Visual Studio installed version of Node.js first. If this is at top, it will Visual Studio will pick installed version by us. That means externally installed tool. So if you put this at the top, Visual Studio will pick the external installation. If you put this at the top, like clicking on the upper button, if you put this at the top, Visual Studio will pick npm package manager installed along with Visual Studio, not installed externally. So because we just installed our npm node package manager, so I want you to push this above this option. So this is one thing to check. Then After completion of moving that up, if that is below, then click on OK, restart to your Visual Studio, then try again. Okay, check for your updates if there are any Visual Studio updates or web updates. Okay, please install them and try again. Definitely you'll get a success message like this. This means this is listing out all the installed packages. Okay, this or either npm command completed with exit code, this one npm command completed with exit code 0. Okay, yeah. So if you are still failing to install, execute this command or install node modules or typings, go to our OneDrive. I have uploaded the total entire working example of MVC application here. Okay, please download this. Okay, if you download that, where is my project? Yeah, documents 2015 projects. Yeah, this one. If you download that file, these are the contents of that file. Okay, complete AngularJS 2 enabled project. So in this you can see node modules, able to see node modules and typings. So node modules and typings. Copy these two folders. Go to your Visual Studio, open your Solution Explorer, right click on your solution project, AngularJS project, ASP.NET project, select open file in, select this one, open folder in File Explorer. If you select that, our windows will open our total project in Explorer. So paste it here, paste those two folders here. Okay, I'm already seeing those folders because my node package manager successfully installed all these packages in my project. So because of that I'm seeing these two folders. Okay, paste those two folders blindly here, then close it. So refresh your project. So this is refresh button. Now you need to look at it closely. So this is refresh button. Okay, then refresh your project, then you can see this icon. So in our project folder, we were able to see two folders called npm modules and typings, right? We are not able to see here. So to see those files, click on this show all files icon. At the moment you clicked on that, Visual Studio will list out all those excluded folders. Okay, it will show all the files of our project. Please don't include these. Actually the icon symbol is excluded files from the project. Okay, if you want to include these, you can right click on them and click on include project, but don't include these node modules and typings. Let them remain in the project. Okay, let them remain in the project. Yeah, so our project is now installed with node modules and typings. So we are now ready with our dependencies. Okay, our dependencies were installed. Okay, yeah, now it's time to build Angular component and modules. So we need to bootstrap our AngularJS into our ASP.NET MVC application. So to do this bootstrapping, we need to build our first AngularJS component. For that, we need to add our AngularJS folder. I just want to add one folder. Go to right click on your project, then select add, then add new folder. name that folder as app. Yeah, so let's add TypeScript files. Go to new item. Yeah, I can see TypeScript file here. Yeah, select a TypeScript file. Then now I want to build component app.component. Add a name like app.component.ts TypeScript file. Yeah, say no. Yeah, so this is my TypeScript file. So now let's try building our first AngularJS component. So first, every AngularJS component is a class first. So first build a class app component. UMPYNT. Yep. So this is our app component. So if you want to have some message, please follow camel case. Welcome message. Yeah. In TypeScript, we need to type the variable name first, then data type. So if you want to initialize that variable or property with the default value, then equal to initialization. So I want to initialize this with welcome to Angular 2 MVC project. Yeah, I want to say this welcome message. So this is just a TypeScript class. This is simply a TypeScript class. If you want to make this class is available for other components, you need to export this. So you need to export this. You just prefix with export keyword. So after that, this is a simple class, simple TypeScript class. If you want to make it a real component, we need to use attributes on top of this. We need to decorate with attributes. Okay. In our C# also we use attributes for some authorization like that. Okay. Here also we have attributes. So at the rate component is a attribute. So this is a method, then this is expecting some object. So selector equal to my app, comma template is I want to display h1 tag with our welcome message. So what is the variable name? This one. So TypeScript is dynamically validating our code. See that. Cannot find the name component. So TypeScript is validated and highlighted with red color. So we need to import this from AngularJS. So let's import this. Import. What should we import? Component from AngularJS at the rate Angular/core. So yeah, now it builds up. So this is our first component. So this is a simple class. We decorated that with a component. So this class becomes Angular component. So how can we access this component outside of this class? We can use my app. So with this selector name we can use this component. So this is the HTML template of this component. Okay, yeah. So we are ready with our first component, then build our first module. So we built our component. Let's build our app module. New Typescript file, app.module.ts. So type app.module.ts. Yeah, click on OK. So it got added. Let's paste that from my notepad. This is module. Then add main.ts file. Typescript main.ts. Yep. Copy this, paste it here. So if you want to copy this code, this is there in OneDrive, not a problem. In this project, everything is there in this project. Node modules, typings, all these components, TypeScript files, everything you can get from here. Okay, not a problem. Yeah, now we are ready with our components. So we prepared all our components. Let's come to our classic MVC part. So right click on controllers, select add, click on controller. So now we are adding MVC5 controller. Yeah, I want to add home controller. Yeah, home controller. So now this is our classic part. Yeah, home controller got added. Yeah, now I want to add view for this. Right click inside the action, select add view option. So add view. So it is popped up with some window asking for view name. Let it remain index. Then select use layout page if you want. So I'm going to show this example with layout page. Okay, click on add. It is adding view for us. Yeah, done. So just ignore this, click on this. Yeah, so this is heading. Let's remove this because we are going to see h1 tag from our Angular component anyways. Okay, yep. So this is our index file. You know very well about this Angular view, sorry, MVC view. So now we need to, so we installed packages right here, node modules. So we need to reference these JavaScript files in our views. Now this is the time to reference. So this index page is using layout file. So go to layout file. So here we need to reference those JavaScript files. We need to reference those JavaScript files. So I have added this index.cshtml file in OneDrive. So see this, sorry, layout.cshtml. Click on that layout.cshtml file. you can see the content. You can copy the complete code, or you can copy the selected part. So copy this part from link file. So copy this part. Yep, copied. Paste that code into our layout file. So now let's add some styles, small styles. I want to add just to show up a header tag in little bit colored or bold like that. Add style sheet, styles. Yep. How do we get those styles? Again, OneDrive. Styles.css. Come on. Yeah, copy these sample styles. Oh, I guess we copied. Control E, Control E. Yeah, we copied. Yeah, styles file also ready. So we have styles files, we have all node module files, then we have system.js config file. Yep, we have everything ready with us. Yeah, so let's go to index.cshtml. Let's add our component. So we built one component, right? So this my app, so we have to use this my app component. Less than my app, close it. So add some content before replacing this with our app content. So this is similar to our AngularJS one. In AngularJS one, we will write like div ng app equal to my app. So in our AngularJS one, we will write like this. Okay, this is our root component of AngularJS. So whatever we write inside this div is Angular enabled, right? So in AngularJS 2, this is our root component. So this is our root component, application component. So whatever we write inside this is Angular enabled. Okay, let's remove the Angular 1 component. Yep. So now our application is ready. I want to build this. Build started. See, build started. It started building. Yeah, build succeeded. See the message. One succeeded, 0 failed, 0 update, 0 skipped. Yeah, that's what we need. Now click on this run button. So Google Chrome, right? Yeah, if you click on this, it will run the project and executes this default route. You know how index.cs html got will execute, right? Yeah, click on this Google Chrome, so it will run our MVC application. is taking a little bit longer than actual. Yeah, it got connected and it is loading. See that loading is, yeah. So this is the message we provided, right? Yeah. So now we have done with setting up AngularJS 2 with ASP.NET MVC and TypeScript and Visual Studio 2015. Okay. So if you want to change this, go to our app component, change this message. Welcome to AngularJS MVC. Let's ASP.NET MVC 5. Okay, I have changed that. Let's refresh this. It's saying loading. Then welcome to Angular 2 ASP.NET MVC 5 project. Okay, this is how we can set up our development environment using Angular 2 and TypeScript. So like this component, this is core component actually. So like this components, you can build more components and add to your project. Okay, this is all about setting up AngularJS 2 application. Yep. Yeah, bootstrapping Angular component we're done, adding controller and we've done, build and run the project. Yeah, we're done. We saw the output also. Thank you for watching.